Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Jet Coaster. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys what my apartment looks like here in Japan. So you might have seen my old room tour video, and that was actually my old apartment, which was right downstairs. It was one floor directly beneath my current apartment. So sometime last year, I actually decided to move apartments to the one directly above mine, to a slightly bigger apartment. And I'm hoping in this video I can show you guys what the apartment of a jet who's been here for 4.5 years looks like, to show you guys all of the things that you would accumulate, and just to show you guys what my place looks like now. So hope you guys enjoy it. Please subscribe, and for now, let's get started. So here we go. So over here we have my workstation. Get the light going. Okay, so I have a Hackintosh that I built myself, and an old MacBook Pro from when I moved to Japan. This over here is a very big TV, which I was lucky enough to get for free when I signed up for the internet. So watch out for deals like that. You might be able to score like a really big TV or something if you get enough points. Over here is a really cool set of swords that I received. So I received this bottom sword from one of my schools. When I left the school last year, they just gave me a sword because Japan. Over here is an Iaido katana, which I received from a friend of mine who used to practice Iaido, which is the sword of the art of drawing a Japanese sword. Let's see. I've got my laundry hanging outside, and you can see I still have the same couch from before. Actually, no, in my other video I didn't have a couch yet. So I've had this couch for a really long time. It folds out into a bed. It's very comfortable. And these arms also fold down. So you can have half a bed, and if you fold the top, this will also fold down into a full bed. So it's very good for guests. Over here we have the view outside. So I'm on the 4th floor, I'm on the very top, and it's a nice view. You can see the mountains from over here. Very lucky about that view. Over here I've got some various things I've collected over the years. A couple of Gundams. These are a couple 7-Eleven Gundams, which are really interesting. The tiny version of my car. These are Daruma, which are really famous in Gunma, and Totoro. Over here is my Tetris lamp, and Dragon Ball, Pokeball, and over here is my little Christmas setup because it's almost Christmas. It's November now, so I figured get into the season, get into the mood of things. Let's see, over here is a really cool, really interesting artwork which I found online from an artist who does depictions of video game characters as Japanese woodblock prints. So over here you can just see a full view of my living room. Got a glass table with some stuff I'm working on over here. My collection of hats has grown considerably. Let's check out the other rooms. Oh, a couple more artwork you can see over here. Can you guess who it is? That's Pikachu. That's Pokemon. And how about this? Mario Kart. So over here is the kitchen. It's my low kotatsu with some essentials like protein powder, some vitamins, and some Tim Hortons coffee to stay healthy and Canadian. Over here I have my Canada flag, which is visible from outside, from the other side of that window downstairs. My rice cooker, super reliable rice cooker, produces amazingly delicious rice. Some drinks and alcohol. Kettle, which is great for the instant ramen. My hot water heater, if you press that, hot water comes out of here, and over here only cold water comes out. so that's invaluable in the winter. Let's see. I have the same stove from before. And let's see what's in my fridge. Not much, actually. A bit embarrassing. I do have this, however. Very interesting snack. It's called oppai pudding. So oppai pudding literally means boob pudding. And you can see that, let's see. What do you think about that, guys? Yep. So eventually I'll get around to trying this and I'll let you guys know how it tastes. I'll make a video about that. Okay, let's continue. So this is the kitchen. And over here is the bedroom. So this is a 6 tatami mat bedroom. Actually, this room is also 6 tatami mats. And this is actually a fake wood covering. So put it here because it made the living room look really classy. But it's the same size as this room, which is 6 tatamis. Over here I have a double bed. Try to keep it as minimalist as possible. I don't like too much clutter, although I've accumulated a whole bunch of stuff, so although I say I don't like clutter, I just have a lot of stuff. Let's see. Over here, that's the front door. Over here is another little room, and I use this room as more or less storage, but I also use it when I want to play some music. I have a piano and a couple guitars. Over here are my jackets for winter, and this is I wore it for Halloween one year. I was an army guy. And over here I was also this year actually, I was hard gay, and I also often wear this to school. So it's a Super Saiyan costume. So it's really fun for the kids. Over here are some kanji practice. So when I practice kanji, I'll write it out on these sheets and post them up whenever I complete a full sheet. So I'm doing something called Kanji Kuhi, or Remembering the Kanji, a system called Remembering the Kanji by Heisig, the Heisig method. And I use a site called kanjikuhi.com. It's one of the best things I've ever done to practice my Japanese. So you can see the wall is partially covered in kanji sheets. And it's also partially covered in letters from my students, from my former students, who were kind enough to write me letters when I was leaving the schools. Because in my city, I change schools every year. And so it's a little bit sad, but I always get a ton of amazing letters, which make me feel like I'm making a really big difference as a jet here in Japan. So what else? Over here is my training setup. So it's a pull-up bar with some gymnastics rings for doing dips. And also I've got some barbells down there. So it's pretty much all you need to work out, but I still end up finding excuses not to, or just dragging myself to the gym. But this is a really good setup. I highly recommend it. It's stable, not too expensive. And over here is my snowboard. This is a really good snowboard too. It's the Littech Skate Banana. So if you guys are into snowboarding, I highly recommend this board. Can't say enough good things about it. It's super fun to ride. And these bindings are great as well. Union Force bindings. Let's see. What's next? Over here is my bathroom. And it's the same kind of typical Japanese bathroom with a sink on top. So when you flush the toilet, the water comes out the sink, goes in, and uses to flush the toilet, I think. And this is some artwork that I received from one of my students before, and it's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, moving along. This is the bathroom with my washing machine. Still only have a washing machine, no dryer, and I just hang my clothes out to dry outside. And over here is the bath. So exact same setup as before. It's still really difficult to turn on in the morning. Well, not difficult, it just requires more steps than I think are necessary. Here's the sink area. I guess we can take a peek outside to see what outside looks like. So this is outside my apartment. It's about 5, a little past 5. It's getting dark early now. You can see the graveyard beside my house. And here's my apartment with a snowboarding bench outside. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Just a quick fly through of the apartment again. There's the kitchen. This is the small storage room / music room / study room, washroom, bedroom, and living room. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, well that was the room tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So if you have any more questions, please be sure to drop a comment below. If you're wondering how much I pay for rent, I pay about $450, and with my utilities and everything, probably in the neighborhood of $600, $650 depending on the month, depending on how much I use my air conditioner and turn on the heater. But you know, it's not that bad, all things considered. So yeah, so that was the room tour video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check out our site at www.thejackcoaster.com for the blog and our podcast, and you know, keep in touch. Stay connected with us on Twitter and on Facebook, and we'll see you next time. So thank you again so much for checking out this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.